Now, the Queen has sparked health concerns last week after spending a night in hospital, and she's making the headlines again after missing church yesterday. Royal editor Russell Myers joins us now. I mean, what does this all mean? The world doesn't feel like a strong place if the Queen is not at the helm. It sort of feels unsettled, doesn't it?
It does a little bit, but what I will say is it is possibly good news, because the fact that she did miss church, and that is quite a rare event, means that she is fortunately taking the doctor's advice. And it's spare a thought for the poor doctor who had to tell her to slow down, by the way, because she has had a very punishing schedule. You know, even for the younger members of the family, she's putting them to shame. And she's 95. I think we all always forget it, don't we? Because she's always front and centre. She's always got a smile on her face. But you know, I've been doing some research for the quest of accuracy, and we have she's done 13 separate audiences, 7 major events. She's travelled over 900 miles since leaving Balmoral after a summer holiday on October the 1st. So you know, it is a very, very punishing schedule, and I think she just needed to be told to slow down. And you know, the understanding is she's exhausted. She was knackered. I mean,
anybody would be.
Absolutely, I'm exhausted just reading what she's been up to.
I mean, even looking ahead, there's so many sort of social gatherings and various work elements in her diary, right the way up until summer next year.
There is, and this is a potential problem, I think, because she's had a particularly tough year. Like, she's been isolating at Windsor Castle. She's lost her husband of 73 years. And I think that we sometimes forget that she has wanted to throw herself back into work. And, of course, she wants to keep busy. You know, the restrictions are largely over for members of the royal family and for all of us getting back to work. And she's no different. So the real focus is to get her back and healthy for the big UN Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, which is happening sort of the next week for a couple of weeks. And the real issue is she wants to be there because the UK is on show. It's a real big, important event. She will be there with Charles and William as well. And so that is the focus at the moment.
And will there be more of that, where you see other members of the royal family alongside her potentially?
I think so. I think, you know, I've been talking for quite a while that I think we're going to see a lot more collaboration between members of the royal family, and we've seen a little bit of it recently. She was at the opening of the Welsh Parliament with Charles and Camilla, and so, you know, I think they want to make up for lost time. And so, as well, the family want to, you know, make sure that she's looked after, essentially. That's she's not going anywhere anytime soon. She's definitely not going to step down. I think we just need to look after her health, and the family feel quite strongly about that.
Well, look, Christmas is around the corner, and that's a very busy time for her again. Yeah. Do we think Harry might pop back?
Well,
just
listen,
to check in on
well,
his
maybe,
grandmother,
and that's a good point, actually, because I think that if we'd have been looking, not that the Queen had been unwell, I don't think we would have seen them. They've just moved to California. It's going to be their first Christmas over there. However, this does slightly change things. And will Harry want to get on a plane? Obviously, there was no Sandringham Christmas last year. The Queen was alone at Windsor Castle with Philip. So, you know, anything could happen, as we say. And I think they might just change their mind on this occasion.
They may do. Prince William was talking about Harry recently, and makes you think just what the situation is like. It was the unveiling of Princess Diana's statue, wasn't it? But he did mention Harry.
He did. So in July, this the long-awaited statue that the boys have been working on for God knows how long, but, you know, for 4 or 5 years, it actually got unveiled after COVID in July, and there was a party that unfortunately Harry didn't get to attend, but it was to sort of celebrate and say thank you to all the donors who had raised money for it. And William stood up in front of the donors and mentioned Harry by name. So a lot of people are saying, is this the start of a cooling of relations between the two boys? I'm sure a lot of people in the family would hope so. However, there's still a lot of water to come, you know, under that bridge, I think, and tensions are still running high. That Oprah Winfrey interview is still ingrained in the memory. Now, there's a lot of distance between the two, both metaphorically and physically.
Well, you see, the physical distance, it is an issue, isn't it?
It is an issue, but it might be a good thing. You know, the sort of cooling of relations. Will Harry come back over Christmas? I think that this is quite an interesting point, because I'm sure the Queen will want everyone around her. This has been an issue, I think, because the courtiers, the people at the palace, are saying, slow down, Mum. She's had a lot of lunches, a lot of dinners in the diary, doesn't want to be alone because of, obviously, she's lost Prince Philip. She'll probably want the rest of the family to get together over Christmas, and we might see these two sitting around the table once more, which would be, you know, a really good thing for all the family.
Of course. Prince William and Kate and the family are on holiday at the minute.
They are.
They're not going to California, obviously.
No, I don't think so. I mean, well, although we might see them in America next year because of the Earthshot project, William's big environmental prize. That's going to America next year. However, the Cambridges were spotted going on a plane at Heathrow Airport, jetting off to somewhere nicer than a bit sort of damp and cold, rainy London at the moment. So
well, it's the time of year for it if you can get
It is the time
away.
of year. You can get away. I mean, I'm a bit jealous of them myself, to be honest. But a lot of things happening at the moment in the family. We wish Her Majesty our best because I think that she's really focused on being at the COP26 event in Glasgow.
It was when I heard the news of her not going to Northern Ireland, actually, I thought,
yes,
that's just not like her.
No, exactly.
So that was definitely the alarm bells, you know, for any kind of...
Precisely. You know, it doesn't happen too often, so...
No, she's the strongest woman we all know, isn't she?
Indeed.
She is remarkable. Thank you so much, Russell. I enjoy our updates. Thank you very much.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.